Hey there, this is Lynette Proch, a solutions consultant at TriMech, here to talk to you guys a little bit about some of my favorite things on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So, I come from the CAD world. I was a CAD designer for a long time. I'm very into 3D modeling. So, of course, my favorite things on the platform are something called xApps. So the xApps are the apps that we use to be able to 3D model directly in our browser. They're really awesome and they do a lot of really cool things. So the app that I'm currently in is something called XDesign, and XDesign is really great for all of our standard types of modeling. We can create 2D sketches. We can also do features like extrude. So let's just grab, let's say 30 by 60, that's fine. So I can, again, do my 2D sketching. I can do my standard features. We have extrusions, we have revolves, we have sweeps, shells, all of the things that you're going to need to be able to model your part. We also even have things for surfaces, so we can extrude even more complex shapes. So we have extrude surfaces and revolve surfaces and things like that. XDesign also has things for assemblies, so not only can we model in here, we can actually create our assemblies in here as well. So XDesign is great. It's great for CAD modeling. It's great for really getting your project up and going. So probably my favorite thing about the platform is something that we can do is we can switch our modeling apps directly from the browser. We do this by using this icon right here for switch app, and now you can see all of these different 3D modeling apps kind of at your disposal depending on what roles you have. So if your industry is things like mold design, we have Xmold, which has different features to create all of those different types of molds. We also have things like XFrame, which I'm going to go over in a minute, to do structure systems. We have things like XSheet Metal. So let's actually go into XSheet Metal. And so now say your industry is the sheet metal industry. We now have a new tab. So this is what the difference of the apps that are between the different apps are going to be different tabs we can use. So for sheet metal, we can go in and decide what kind of sheet metal we need to use, right? So what kind of thickness, what kind of bend radius, that are we going to have? Do we need to use K factor or bend deduction? So we can easily go in here and change what kind of parameters we need, and then I can actually reuse that sketch that I created in XDesign. Right? Very easy. I now have a piece of sheet metal. I can now go in here and I can actually, have different extrusions come off the edge. We can do flanges. I can create different types of bends. Of course, if we're using sheet metal and you're folding sheet metal, you're going to need to have the ability to flatten to see what the flat pattern is going to look like. So all of these options are available in XSheet Metal. It's a really good tool for creating these types of features. So say, hey, you know what? I'm done with this sheet metal feature. I just needed the one flange, and now I can switch my app. And let's go into XFrame. XFrame is really awesome for building different structure systems. So structure systems are something that are fantastic before if we were to go in and want to create members and want to use different solid modeling programs to create all of these different types of beams and things like that. We would have to go in and create 3D sketches, and wherever I had a line, that's where that beam would go. But now we can see we have the structure tab, and we actually have things to create a structure system. So of course, we can see right here, we have, a path segment member. Wherever I have a line, I can create one of those members. But we get a lot more in here. We have also things like point-based members. So with this, we're able to create these structure systems with a lot less. Right? So if I go in here and just select a couple of different points, I need to select which way we're going to be extruding these members. And then we can see right here, we can choose the type of member we want, right? Do we want it to be a rectangle? Do we want them to be circular? What kind of, do we need these different types of beams? All right, change the size, change where they're going to be located. Right now they're at center, but maybe we want like the center of gravity or, center right, so we can move things around. Okay, and just like that, I was able to add beams. Okay, so this is just an example of how we can switch through different apps. We can go in and really make our model look however we really need it to look. So if you have any questions or anything like that, if you have questions on anything 3D Experience, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. All right, have a great day.